Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're not yet subscribed, consider subscribing and let's get this channel to 100k subscribers. Now with that said, let's kick things off with the NASDAQ QQQs. Today the NASDAQ ended in the green, up 0.11%. And for the month, the NASDAQ is down more than 5%. Let's now take a look at the SPY. For today, the S&P 500 ended in the red, down 0.28%. And for the month, the ETF is down over 5%. So with the markets pulling back, there's a lot of companies out there that's currently on discount. And in today's video, I'm going to give you guys a few. But before I get to the charts, let's have a listen to this clip.
Our next guest says investors should expect a return to volatility in the weeks ahead. So joining us now is Allianz Chief Economic Advisor Mohamed El-Arian. And Mohamed, it's great to have you back on. And let's start right there because it almost to me doesn't feel like the calm before the storm. It feels like we're in the eye of the hurricane. We've already had one round of storms here and another poised to come maybe in the next, 85 days.
Yeah, first, Morgan, thanks for having me. Look, I love this calm. It's nice to have calm in the equity market, in the bond market, in the currency market. We've needed it, and let's hope it continues. But fundamentally, things have not been resolved. Fundamentally, the game of chicken between China and the US continues, and other countries are trying to figure out how to navigate this. And fundamentally, the game of chicken between the administration and the Federal Reserve continues. So welcome the calmness, but let's not get used to it because I suspect there's volatility ahead.
Let's talk a little bit more about that game of chicken between, I'll say, President Trump.
Guys, I do agree on the fact that there is more volatility to come. That's why I posted this short video yesterday saying that the VIX is predicting a market pullback. As you can see, my analysis was on point with the NASDAQ currently down in the after hours. Now that we're looking at the VIX, current support is at 29.50. If it falls below that, look for it to come down to 25.71. And above current support, there is resistance at 37.16 and $46. Let's now take a look at the first stock, ticker symbol NVDA, NVIDIA. Today, the stock was up 1.35%. However, in the after hours, the stock is currently down more than 6%. Now, the reason for NVIDIA being down in the after hours is because the company said that it will take a quarterly charge of about $5.5 billion tied to exporting H2O graphics processing units to China and to other destinations. Now, with NVIDIA down to 105 in the after hours, current support is at 103. If it falls below 103, then look for the stock to come down to $96 per share. Now, above 103, the stock has resistance at 109 and at 118. Overall, my long-term target for NVIDIA is at 148. The next stock is Meta. So from its recent high, the stock is down over 29%. Now, let's take a look at current support and resistance. So currently, the stock has support at 506. If it falls below 506, then look for it to come down to 471. If it gets below 471, I want you guys to keep your eyes on 415. Now, above 506, Meta has resistance at 587 and at 628. Overall, I think Meta can get to 824. The next stock is Boeing, ticker symbol BA. So long term, I'm looking for Boeing stock to get back to 236. With that said, current support for the stock is at 151. If it falls below 151, I want you guys to look for it to come down to 139 and then to 132. Now, current resistance is at 163. If the stock can get above 163, then look for it to have a run towards 177. The next ticker is SMCI, Super Microcomputer. So current support for SMCI is at $30 per share. If it falls below $30, then look for it to come down to $24. Now, current resistance for the stock is at $33. If it gets above 33, then look for a move to $36 per share. And if it breaks above $36, then look for a move towards $41. Overall, I have a price target for SMCI at $72 per share. The next ticker is the NASDAQ QQQs. So as of closing bell, the NASDAQ was having trouble getting above resistance at 468. If it falls below current support at 453, then look for it to come down to 423. Below 423, you have support at 412 and at 406. Overall, once this market crash is over, I'll be looking for the NASDAQ to get back to 538. Alright guys, that concludes my analysis for today. As always, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.